What's good, fam? Welcome back to Jimmy Bond's podcast right here on WPEB Radio 88.1 FM, 95.1 FM, West Philadelphia. Remember, you can call us with your comments and your questions at 215-472-0881. Again, it's 215-472-0881. You can also email us at jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's jimmybondspodcast@gmail.com. It's JIMMYBONDS podcast@gmail.com. And again, fam, we're interviewing the lovely ladies, Verbosity. They are here talking about their project, talking about their bars, their skills, what they learned, all that good stuff. But on this particular segment, family, I want to talk, just, take a little segue, because they talk about, they are people, they're women within the community. They do a lot of volunteer work within the community. And I thought it was good to have them on, because for this segment, we're going to be talking about Every Voice, Every Vote, West Philly Voices, which is a project we're doing here at WPEB Radio 88.1 FM. And I wanted to talk about this because I have been trying to get a feel for the younger demographics' voting tendencies, right? Do we vote? Do we not vote? Do we not? Is it important? Is it not important? And I think over time, particularly over the last decade, a lot of politicians have used artists as a way to garner more people to vote. Yeah. Jay-Z did it, Fat Joe did it. Just a way to get more people engaged, to be aware. So, with that being said, what are your views on voting? Do you vote? Do you not vote? Does it matter? Does it not matter to you?
I feel like it's extremely important, especially coming up in the communities that we come up in, Philly. I feel like if you want to see change, you gotta be the change. Like, I feel like every vote counts, every voice counts. So I think it's extremely important.
Yeah, every voice, every vote. That's real. What was you gonna say, Michelle?
No, I didn't know exactly what she said. I think it's extremely important, and I think people, they're not educated enough to know that if they don't vote, that's still a vote. Like, it still counts. Yeah. Like, even if they're not, so it's definitely important. And I think a lot of younger people should be aware of it.
Yeah.
Maggie, what was you gonna say?
I agree completely. To piggyback off of what Breezy was saying, we aren't really educated on how important it is to vote and to have a voice. And I think that's when they get the musicians to step in, and they go to where we know, they know our attention is. Like, so they went to the music, and they went to Jay-Z and they said, help us promote voting. Right. You know what I mean? Because they're not going to do it just based off us saying, we need a new president. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever, election we aiming towards. Yeah, like anything. Like, they go to wherever our focus is, but I feel like we need to be educated. I feel like ignorance is like our biggest failure for us.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I think we complain instead of being informed.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That might sound really judgmental, but it's just from what I see.
Hear you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So as young black women, right? Now you go to the ballot box. There's a bunch of names on there, right? But however, those names really are issues, right? So as young black women, what issues are on the ballot for you?
That's a good question.
Right. I was going to
say a really good question.
Can I throw something out there?
Yeah.
They're talking about abortion.
Yeah.
Now, as women, I feel as though that y'all have a right to choose.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
How do y'all feel about that?
Exactly what you said.
I was going to say.
I feel like as women, we can choose what we want to do with our body. It's ours. How can a man tell a woman what to do with a woman's body? You've never been a woman before.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like them telling us what to do with our bodies.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go get a vasectomy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's hard to say.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So it's always one of those things. I mean, what about education? Is education on the ballot for you? Would you say?
Barely.
You said barely?
Yeah. I mean, coming from where you said we just graduated, that's a big question. You know what I mean? They closed our school down.
Yeah.
So we were the last class.
Yeah.
a lot of schools at the time. I forget how many. It was about
Yeah,
like
it's a lot.
40 something. It was a lot of schools at the time, and
Yeah.
now you ride around the city and you see that there are apartment buildings now.
Yeah.
Was that really
Bars.
important enough for y'all to close down all
Or
the
bars,
schools?
right.
Why didn't literally bars on roof? It was just a bar on the top of Bach. Like,
And we weren't even
not
able to
knocking the bar,
graduate
but like
from our
just
school.
that's kind of insane to me. Like,
Now speak on it.
Let's close
Speak
down.
on it.
Let's close down a school and let's get them turned up. Let's get them lit instead.
Yeah.
You know, it
That
doesn't
doesn't
make
make sense at all. Or let's make money. Like it's like I feel like most of it isn't because they even turned it to shops, so you can go in there and you can take like have rent it out and make videos, pictures, do photo shoots and stuff. So it's like
yeah, I feel like they're
They're
failing the youth a little bit when it comes to education. Really, is.
Yeah.
I'm being completely honest.
Did you go to college? Any of y'all go to college?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You went to school?
Some classes.
You went
A
to
little
classes?
bit.
But still, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
you know what's on the ballot? Student loans.
Oh.
Look, we all feeling that one.
Yeah.
Tyler, like, I don't know about that, but I'm just saying that's on the ballot. We had a chance this year. People don't. I'm a news junkie, all right? So I'm gonna tell you that straight. I'm a news junkie. I watch news, sun up, sun down. If I'm not working, I watch news.
really?
It's too depressing.
It's because I used to work at a newspaper, so
Okay.
I
Okay.
developed these habits of staying informed on these things, right?
Okay.
So recently, probably about 3-4 months ago, I'm saying about 6 months ago, Joe Biden was trying to get all of our student debt wiped.
Right.
Yeah.
Supreme Court said that it was illegal.
Of course.
That-
Let's do it.
So
It's not shocking.
no, it's not shocking, right? So the powers that be thought that us being debt free
Yeah.
was an issue.
Right.
And, they could just take that money and just write it off. You can
Right.
write that off. You don't have to keep those debts. But they do it to, and I'm not a conspiracy. I'm not one of the people that's like, hey, they're trying to hold us back. They do it, and this isn't just
They
black
need
people.
us in debt.
They need us in debt,
Right.
right? This isn't just about us as a people.
not,
This is
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
This is all people. I mean, even they got white folks who have student debt
Yeah.
Right.
who still have the same issues.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes we kind of do like this, but the issue is so much bigger than that.
And it's
And like I said, I know voting can be very dry. It can be a very dry thing, but I feel like, do you think that the youth or the younger vote or the younger voice is paid attention to within the voting or political aspects?
I don't.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say no.
I don't.
Because
know.
I mean, you're all adults. You're not kids.
Yeah. Right.
You have lives. You might have kids one day. You know what I mean? You might get married one day.
Yeah.
And I mean, it could be sometime 2 years, 3 years down the line. But it seems like some of the issues that the younger people face, the older generation don't care about.
They don't want to be heard. Well, they don't want us to be heard. I feel like the older generation, they don't give us a chance to let them know what's current and what we're going through now. Because
Yeah.
times change every day. Like yesterday's price is not the same as today.
Right.
So things that our peers may have went through, we're not going through that no more. We're going to do something differently or even more tragic. So I think it's important for the leaders to listen to us younger people and our ideas and what we have as far as with voting.
I mean, you're the next generation.
Yeah.
You're the next generation. So if we don't start listening to your voice, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that though, and I don't mean it to sound funny, but the older generation is dying off.